Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back, Quality Shot Tennis. Today we've got the final of Rotterdam with Alex de Minaur taking on Carlos Alcaraz. It is not their first final that they've played. They played on the grass court of Queens a couple of years ago. Alcaraz has won both encounters. I thought that one was good. Also, there was one where Alcaraz saved a ridiculous match point, which he should have lost the match. Barcelona semifinals, also a few years ago. They did not play last year. De Minaur is a improved version of himself. We'll see where Alcaraz is as he's trying to win his first indoor hardcourt title, and de Minaur is trying to keep up his form. And he's already up to 6th in the world, and he's flirting with the top 5 at this point. With Casper Ruud and Fritz right in front of him. So that's kind of what it is. But how are you guys doing? What's up? Are you guys excited for tennis? Is it a tennis kind of morning for you guys? How's it going, Andres? What's going, Jimenez? What's up? We're gonna get started real soon. Whenever Alcaraz is in the, whenever his name is under the lights, it makes the match a little bit more exciting because, you might see something that we've never seen before. That's what happened against Hubert Hurkacz. He had some ridiculous gets. This is probably this might be the quickest matchup in the history of the sport with de Minaur versus Alcaraz. So we're going to see some ridiculous gets from both sides. But the way that they choose to use their speed is so different, with de Minaur playing much, I don't know if higher percentage is the right word, but I think y'all know what I mean. He's a little bit more Djokovic-esque, while Alcaraz is very risk-oriented. All right, let's get started. So let me go down on the scoreboard here. 1 second. All right, hopefully that's looking good and nice and makes sense. Okay, cool. All right, and then let me go to tennis. All right, cool. All right, here we go. De Minaur serve into the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand of de Minaur cross court. Got a 30-love lead. De Minaur early here. Hey, how's it going, Joe? What's up? Demon 3. Ooh, big call. I'm taking Alcaraz in 3. I'm gonna take Alcaraz in 3, but I like the de Minaur pick. He had a very good final here last year against Yannick Sinner. I thought the best match that he had ever played, to be honest. The score itself did not represent the match at all. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a match so scarcely represented by what the score actually ended up being, because it was like 7-5, 6-4 for Yannick. But Yannick, it was so close. I think there was a 3 points differential, if my memory serves me right, in the match. It was crazy. De Minaur played fantastic. Backhand cross court. Ooh, too good from de Minaur. Angled wide. I don't think Alcaraz is going to enjoy it because it almost looked like he was going to have a play on it, and then as if he wanted to track it down to make a statement, but de Minaur too good with the angle. 1-0 for Alex starting off. But it's not a bad pick, Joe. De-Man has been playing insane. So consistent, right? Like if you look at de Minaur's record since like Canada, right? Since like Canada 2023, it's been fantastic. But even starting from last year, because it also felt like there was a bit of improvement at the start of last year. 47-21, fantastic record. This year already 7-1. And that doesn't include Rotterdam. So he's like 11-1. If you win 11 matches and lose 1, you're doing pretty well. That's not bad. 11-1 is a pretty good record. Alcaraz rocking a nasal strip. He needs to pay Nicolas Jarry some money because he's kind of taking his style there. I wouldn't mind if we start calling them the like Nico nasal strips or something, or like Nicolas Jari nasal strip or something. Just kind of name it after Jari because he was the trendsetter here. But obviously, it's not really a look thing. If it was a look thing, I don't think they'd be doing it, to be honest. But apparently, it helps with like breathing. So that kind of makes sense to me. All right, 30 love. And Demon had to pull out of Wimbledon. Yeah, it's impressive, right? Yeah, watch out for Demon at Wimbledon this year. The guy's good on grass, right? One of the I mean he is. He's one of the one of the best on the surface. Um and then yeah, my mind is blanking. Who did Demon lose to? He lost to Sinner, right? Oh yeah, Sinner decimated. Yeah, Sinner decimated Demon at the Australian Open. But I feel like if Demon doesn't run into Sinner, he's gonna trouble anybody else on tour right now, except for Yannick. Wow, huge forehand swinging from Alcaraz, also looking for a hold to love as he tries to also look for an indoor hardcore title. Hey, how's it going, Matthew? Yeah, good to see you as well. I've been busy as frick, but I'm trying to make time for it. Hey, how's it going, Alcaraz Beast? I like your name. Backhand Demonor goes to the forehand of Alcaraz, way up high to the forehand of Demonor. Backhand down the middle to the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand of Demonor, big. It's going to be too big. 40-15. Alcaraz will win this title. I agree with you. But we'll see what Demon has to bring because he is no slouch at all right now. Demonor had not been injured at Wembley. I think he makes the U.S. Open semifinal. Yeah, I think that's very fair, honestly. I don't know if I disagree with you. He's been very consistent at making quarterfinals. No doubt about that, right? Built some momentum. I think, Wimbledon semifinals could have been on the cards, right? I think he's been playing decent everywhere. I mean, he even got to like the quarters of Roland Garros last year, I think. Nearly positive. So he's been doing good everywhere. Forehand goes to the back end of Alcaraz to the forehand of Demonor. That's going to go out cross court. So Alcaraz wins his first point against serve. I don't see Demon will beat Alcaraz. He can take a step from him, but can't see him winning. I think that's also valid, to be honest. I'm not going to push back. All right, here we go. Demonor with the serve at love 15. Serve wide. Second serve. Backhand of Demonor goes cross court to the backhand of Alcaraz. Sliced. Forehand of Demonor goes to the backhand of Alcaraz. Long. 15 all. That's a backhand Alcaraz will wish he would have made because it would have been love 30. And that's a start to this match that Alcaraz will wish that he could have had, because if you have any chances against Alex de Minaur at this point, then you want to convert. That's a backhand he could have made. Maybe he just went a little bit too risky with it. If he took it just a little off or gave it a little bit more, went over the ball a little bit more topspin. And maybe set up for a volley. Although de Minaur's been so tough. Because he'll track that ball down and then have a good play on it for a pass. But I don't know. Alcaraz is quick at the net too, so I don't know. I can't see anyone beating Alcaraz at RG or Wimbledon. Big call, Joe. Well, I mean, what about Sinner at Wimbledon, though, Joe? Not even entertaining it. Sinner beat Alcaraz at Wimbledon back in 2022. You and I both know that Alcaraz is absolute insanity at Wimbledon, right? That his movement there is ridiculous, and that grass just so much suits his game now. But does it not suit Sinners enough? I reckon Sinner should be fantastic on grass, and he's beaten Alcaraz there before. So, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say that it's hard to see Sinner beating him. I think he definitely could. That goes out. I don't think Djokovic is going to at this point. Sinner's not that good at Wimbledon. But why do you say that, though? I'm just curious. All right, 15-40. It's 2 break points for Alcaraz. Serve goes long. There's no reason Sinner should not be good at Wimbledon, though. No reason. Backhand. Goes on the baseline. Backhand de Minaur cross court. Goes to the backhand of Alcaraz. Backhand de Minaur. Goes to the backhand slice of Alcaraz. Going backhand and backhand. Forehand de Minaur to the backhand of Alcaraz. Cross. Forehand. Now we're going forehand. Long rally. de Minaur stretched. Ooh, great angle cross court. Better down the line from Alcaraz. Hits the net. Oh, smash put away. Blockbuster popcorn stuff from these two top tenors as Alcaraz makes a breakthrough and gets the break. Exciting rally there. Wow. Interesting shots. de Minaur was impressive with that angle, but Alcaraz just right on top of it with the down the line. Alcaraz is locked in early. Because I saw him losing so many matches in Wimbledon 2 years so far. Well, who did he lose to, though? He lost to Djokovic and he lost to Medvedev. And against Medvedev, we can choose to believe Sinner at his word or not, but he was not playing his best. He didn't really look like himself. Medvedev played amazing, but yeah, okay. So at the U.S. Open 2023, when Medvedev beat Alcaraz, Medvedev looked like unbelievable. I didn't think that Alcaraz played bad. I thought Alcaraz also played well. He had certainly not his best, but I thought Medvedev just was much more notable how unbelievable his level was. At Wimbledon last year, I thought it was about Sinner was not there, Medvedev was there. I didn't think so. I think it's notable that Sinner was not there. That was one of his lowest level matches, if not his lowest level match of all last year. It might have been his lowest level match of last year, and he still pushed a high level Medvedev to 5 sets. So what I was going to say is we can take Sinner at his word or not, but Sinner said he didn't sleep 1 minute all night the night before, and he was sick, I think. And obviously whatever. So anyway, I just think that the year before he lost to Djokovic, and his best result at a major to that point yet, best result at a big tournament yet, in a close 3-set match. So, and Djokovic, it was, he's Djokovic at Wimbledon. He's won 7 times. So that's my point. And I just think that there's no Sinner has played so well at Wimbledon over the years. And if we saw him in 2022, what he was doing at Wimbledon there, we know that his grass court game can be fantastic. And then you put up his serve now, you put up his improvements now. It's just going to be a monster threat at Wimbledon. And his transition game is a little bit better, but once he improves that even more, and maybe his volleys even more, he's got the improvisational skills if he needs them. Maybe not to the level of Alcaraz where he can play a crafty and slice and drop shot, but he has a little bit of that. So Sinner's on well at Wimbledon. Yeah, it's exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I think Alcaraz loves performing at Wimbledon. It's where he plays his best tennis. So yeah, I think last year's Wimbledon was his best tennis. I agree with you. Really surprised me. I picked Hurkacz. And my man's was injured in the second round, and then Alcaraz was playing out of his mind, probably 50 times better than Hurkacz or almost anybody else has ever played. So, yeah, Alcaraz went beast mode at last year's Wimbledon. I that doesn't go past me. So, yeah, we'll see. I still think that Sinner has a shot because Sinner is also unbelievable, but I hope we get a Wimbledon final between them. I think if they're both healthy, nobody is beating them outside of each other at Wimbledon. I think I've said that before, but I'll stick by it. I think this year's Wimbledon is a very good chance it's going to be the first big final between the two. And I wish we would have already had one between them, but it would be a fitting and good first final. More fitting would have been, a few years ago. Specifically the US Open 2022, if they had played their quarterfinal as a final, that would have been fitting. Because that match was unreal. Lightning in a bottle. 3-1, Alcaraz consolidates. If de Minaur loses first set, he'll lose in 2. No, I don't think that's fair. I think de Minaur can win the second. I don't see why not. De Minaur's a fighter. He'll keep fighting. I think I don't think there's any reason that he needs to win the first specifically, but it's my opinion. de Minaur lacks a bit of belief against better players in my view. Well, certainly against Yannick, right? But he's gotten close against Alcaraz. Sinner can beat Carlos at both RG and Wimby. Went 5 at RG, and Sinner not being able to train pre-RG cost him. Yeah, absolutely. Sinner's going to take the clay courts more seriously this year. Can't look at Sinner's results pre-2024 too seriously. He will win Wimby this year. Matthew, you and I are on the same page. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. You and I are on the same page. I also chose Yannick, no? When I did my big titles predictions. What did I choose? I said Sinner, Casper for Roland Garros. I chose Sinner for Wimbledon, Alcaraz for US Open. I mean, I definitely think it's a season that could play out because Alcaraz is going to be determined to show why he's won the title at the US Open before. And Sinner is probably going to be tired. Let's be real, especially if he does win Wimbledon. So I could definitely see a season like that playing out. And I think Casper is really good. I think he's really good on clay. See, I can't see Sinner past Alcaraz, Wimbledon, or RG. Well, RG for me is a tougher bet. I think Sinner is very good on clay, but he's much worse than his other surfaces, in my opinion. I think Alcaraz is too strong at RG. That's my opinion. But Wimbledon, I could definitely see Sinner going through Alcaraz. I mean, I could see Sinner beating Alcaraz eventually. I don't know necessarily it's going to be like a Djokovic versus Nadal type thing. But I don't think it's going to be this year. Maybe next year or the year after that. Forehand lob. de Minaur, too good. Alcaraz knows it too because he's at a few like that himself. I think Sinner can win Wimbledon, but he will dominate hard courts. I think he's going to dominate grass and hard. I'm not going to lie to you, Joe. That's my opinion, but I agree with you when you say Alcaraz is beast mode at Wimbledon because he was this year, but I just think Sinner is gonna to make it so that they are both absolute beast mode on grass. That's my opinion. All right, I'll be right back in a moment, guys. I'll be back for this 3-2 game. I'll count Alcaraz favorite to win RG and Wimbledon for sure. Fair. All right. I am back for this call. So, all right, what else we got going on here? If Alcaraz lost in Wimbledon early, then Sinner has a chance to win Wimbledon. All right. Alcaraz has to get second in the rankings for us to get a guaranteed Sinner versus Alcaraz final. 100%. 100%, Joe. All right, 30 love for Alcaraz here. Playing well and entertaining the crowd as he does it. To entertain the crowd, because that is just a good play. Drop shot is a good play. So is the drop shot serve, which people call the underarm serve, which Matai Bellucci was pulling out the other day. I wish more pros would play that. I think it's a great play. Oh, have volley. Demonor's there though, so quick, but Alcaraz with his hands at the net, and that's why he is the Wimbledon master, because he is the all court master. 40 love. 40 love. Anthony, you think Alcaraz gets to number 2 seeding by RG or Wimby? It's a great question. By Roland Garros, excuse me. I'd need to think about it, right? Because it's his battle against Sasha Zverev. But Zverev won Rome last year. He won Roland Garros last year. Alcaraz is going to make up so many points in the clay swing. Yeah, there's no shot that he doesn't get to number 2. Yeah, it's going to be but Rome is like right before Roland Garros, so I don't remember if they make rankings or if they make seedings after Rome. Then I think for sure Alcaraz and Sinner are 1 and 2. I think for both, for me, for both Roland Garros and Wimbledon, he's going to be top 2 seedings. We'll see after Wimbledon if Zverev can catch up to Alcaraz, because Alcaraz won the Channel Slam. But I think they'll be 1 and 2 coming into Roland Garros and Wimbledon, assuming that seedings for Roland Garros are done after Rome, which I believe they are. But please tell me if they're not. All right, so here we go. 30 love. So far, not many close games. We haven't had a single deuce game. Everybody's been solid on their serve. I mean, barely losing serve points, except for that really good return game that Alcaraz had to break de Minaur early on here. 40 love for Demon. If Demon wins, it's starting to look like he's going to need to do it in 3, but we'll see if Alcaraz can hold 2 more times. Yeah, that's facts, though. We'll see. We could end getting Djokovic, Alcaraz, and Sinner if they have the draw at Wimbledon. That would be crazy. It's not going to happen, but that would be, I mean, that would be awful. I hope it doesn't happen. Alcaraz nearly hits the most ridiculous shot. I like what de Minaur did too. He like hit it back just as a kind of a statement with them face to face at the net there. But Alcaraz nearly, I can't even explain the shot that he hit, but I can't explain it. That only with Carlos Alcaraz on the court will I ever go, I can't explain what just happened. I can't explain this shot that Alcaraz just went for, but I really can't. He like carved under it as a slice backspin, and it hit the top of the net and just went wide as he ran to the net. Like I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that shot. Sinner is so strong physically, mentally, but I still don't count out my man Alcaraz. Oh yeah, absolutely. To lose from him, I can still see Alcaraz will turn to beast mode, beat Sinner again. Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. But Alcaraz is like 3-0 against Jannik, so it's not even about counting out Alcaraz. It's just people who count out Alcaraz against Jannik are dumb. de Minaur making 0 inroads so far in the Alcaraz serve. Okay. Let's go straight blueprint. Match will be over by the time he makes inroads. Yeah, I think that's fair. His best bet is a tiebreaker in the second set or at Alcaraz loses concentration. But both things can happen, right? Both things can definitely happen. We've seen Alcaraz lose concentration more than once. Anthony, who are you picking this year winning Wimbledon, RG, and US Open? Yeah, so I was just so for US Open, I'm taking Alcaraz. which I know sounds odd because of the US Open he had last year, but it's not like he hasn't won the tournament before in emphatic fashion. So I'm taking Alcaraz for US Open. I'm taking Sinner for Wimbledon. And then I just kind of have a feeling that neither Sinner or Alcaraz is going to win Roland Garros, although I definitely could see either of them doing so. Sinner, I could see doing it only if he doesn't play Alcaraz personally. Alcaraz, I think, is the favorite to win Roland Garros, but who I have to win, my guess. So I don't know if favorite is the right word. We'll see when we get there. But I have an inkling that Casper Ruud, this is his year to win. I'm taking Casper. People don't really appreciate or respect Casper. He's not a flashy personality. He's not a flashy player. He doesn't do well against top players, even though he beat Djokovic in Monte Carlo last year and has had a few other good wins. Tsitsipas in where was it, Acapulco, when Steph was still in the top like 6 or 7 in the world, but or was it Los Cabos? I think Acapulco. But people underrate Casper, especially on clay. I mean, it's an absolute joke. Ruud was sick against Zverev in the semis of Roland Garros last year. If he wasn't sick, who's to say that Casper doesn't get to 3 straight consecutive Roland Garros finals? Casper is easily top 3 or top 5 on clay. He just is. He's easily at least top 5 on clay. Name 5 players better than Casper Ruud on clay. In my opinion, you can't, right? So that's what I'm going by. I mean, you can give me Sasha, Sinner, Alcaraz. You can give me Steph if you really want to. You can give me Runa if you really, really... Well, Runa is not better at this point. So really, it's those 4, right? And then... Steph is not better. Zverev is questionable. To me, Casper at his best is very good on clay, and I just kind of I have a feeling that Roland Garros might give us a different champ. I've said that before, though it hasn't happened, but it's not like we never get different champs. On the women's side, Madsen Keys winning Australia, people didn't expect it to happen. It'd be kind of a similar case, honestly. Alcaraz going for one of his big shots. He misses the half volley. I'm not paying any attention. Suddenly it's de Minaur with 3 break points. My apologies. I wasn't paying any attention to what's going on. How'd this happen? Love 40. 3 break points. I wasn't even paying attention. Alcaraz lost 3 consecutive points there. Forehand cross. So maybe it is a loss of concentration here, it seems. Back in. A great get from de Minaur with some purchase on it, and that's a forehand in the net. So de Minaur breaks right back for 4-4. Let me go through these points here because I honestly wasn't paying enough attention. It's hard for me to keep up other conversations than pay enough attention to what's going on in the match. That's my fault. But I just want to see what else was kind of going on here. Because I was watching, but like almost like a zombified watching. I wasn't really watching, which is not ideal. I'm so used to them holding at love. I just wasn't expecting it. Yeah, Alcaraz a few just mundane, easy forehand errors. Love 15, really bad error. Just goes long for no reason. And also a backhand long. So yeah, just a really bad game from Alcaraz. Just a bunch of errors in a row. And what we were talking about, losing concentration, did happen. That's what you get with Alcaraz. It's a bit up and down, but I don't know. He plays with his heart, right? And it's not perfect, but when he's on, he's on. Same as last year, tennis needs a Sinner versus Alcaraz Wimbledon final. We're gonna get it if they're both healthy, I think. Hope we get at least one slam, not one by Sinner Alcaraz. I agree. I hope for the same. Do you think Casper can beat Shapo in Dallas? I've got Shapo winning. I've also got Shapo. So I've got Shapo beating Casper in Dallas, but I also think Casper has slam capabilities. So you probably shouldn't listen to me. Shapo is playing insane, though, and Casper just is allergic to winning ATP 500 titles. So Shapo just won a bagel. I kind of reckon Shapo is going to win it, too. I mean, Ruud can, struggle against the guys that can serve him off the court and hit as big as Chapo can at times. So I think Chapo is playing insane right now. So I'm taking Chapo too. Go Demon, yeah. Hope Djokovic is turning 38 in May. I don't see him winning any slam. He could show us good matches, but I can't see him winning any slams. I agree with you. I think Australia was his best chance, but he ran out of gas, and I just think that's a bad sign for his slam winning capabilities. How's it going, MJ? Hola. Are you guys doing the Chapo Rude match? I'm probably not. I have a couple things I need to get done, so I don't really have time. I make the same mistake twice. Definition of insanity, but I'm not really following the score here. A huge return from Alcaraz. Love 15, and then just a good bunch of points, and now it's 15-40. Forehand of MINAUR goes to the forehand of Alcaraz, sliced forehand MINAUR inside out, backhand pass. He always has it. That's what separates the good from the best. It's what separates Alcaraz the most. It's not his jumping behind the back shots. It's the fact that he will pull out his best shots when it counts the most. 5-4 for the Spaniard. And I mean that with my entire chest. It's not about his shot making. It's not about his speed. It's the fact that he brings both of those out when it matters the most. That's what separates him from any player or almost any athlete we've ever seen. I'd relate it almost to like a Steph Curry in basketball. Like when the pressure is on, he is an absolute monster at times. Break point down. That's when the best shots happen. That's when the best shots happen. That's why the last game of Wimbledon 2023, biggest game of his life against Djokovic, is one of the most replayed games and will continue to be one of the most replayed games that we'll ever have in tennis history, because Alcaraz performs his best when the lights are on and the spotlight is on. No doubt. Alcaraz, how old was Federer when he won Grand Slam at his oldest? Was it 37? No, it's 36. But he's still the oldest of the big three. He's older than both Nadal and Roger. He's not the oldest ever. Well, he's certainly not the oldest ever. Because Ken Rosewall won a slam when he was 37. I think Bill Tilden back in the day won a slam, I think like professional major, but those were hard to win. Against some of the best players in the world. Professional slam, he won when he was 42. So it's not the record, but Roger's still older than Djokovic when he won his last slam. And he should have won another one, which we will not speak about. But anyway, MINAUR's not playing that bad, but he's just not good enough against Alcaraz. Yeah, I think that's valid. Messi of tennis, yep. Yeah, how's it going, Gerald? Forehand cross. It's a forehand wide from Alcaraz. Let's see if MINAUR has one more break in him. That would make it 4 consecutive breaks if my math is correct. By the way, guys, please don't forget to like the stream and subscribe. It's Anthony Hirsch here for Quality Shot Tennis. And I'll probably be doing a new Tennis Era podcast about this final and maybe some other stuff. I feel like this week would be a fun podcast to kind of switch it up. Maybe talk about thoughts ahead of the clay court swing or something. I don't know. I'll see. But there's gonna be a podcast, so check that out too on this channel. So good. The width of shot from Alcaraz, just an amazing angle across the court. Diagonal angle is the longest one you can get, and it's a tough one. Hitting that angle there. Alcaraz at 15 all. Backhand down the line is going to be long from Alcaraz. It's another backhand down the line that Alcaraz will want back. Hey, how's it going, Lexi? Good to have you in here. Where does Alcaraz Hurkacz rank this year? For best matches? It's a good question, Sean. If where does Alcaraz Hurkacz rank in best matches? I think you're asking. I think I don't know. What were the best matches on the men's side of the Australian Open? There weren't really that many, were there? Oh, de Minaur, nearly a fantastic get. Hits in the net, but these guys don't let any balls go. I love it. 30 all. I think de Minaur is absolutely furious with himself, if I'm not mistaken, after that point. It seemed like he was screaming at himself. Just like kind of, I don't know. I don't know what that was. I think that was him being mad at himself. Anthony, aka de Minaur, there you go. Watching myself. Do you watch the Super Bowl? No, I don't watch. I don't watch American football, but I do watch. I watch like basketball. I don't watch football, American football. But I'm gonna be watching Kendrick's halftime because, I mean, even before the big Kendrick Drake thing, I was a big fan of Kendrick Lamar. So I'll be watching the halftime. I'm very excited actually for the halftime. I hope Kendrick performs something off of Good Kid, Mad City. Alcaraz does win the set. Um, Alcaraz does win the set. It was a little bit dicey there at the end, but Alcaraz finds a way through anyway. 6-4. Good level though from Alcaraz. Good play. You can talk about Shapo winning Dallas. But yeah, best matches this year. Weren't there some good ones early on in the men's tournament of the Australian Open? I don't know. It's probably the best match of the year so far. It was very good. Very, very good match. The level from both was very high. Um, the best matches from the Australian Open would have happened early on, but I'm going on a blank as to what they were. I mean, there was Gill versus GMP, but no match with Impechi Pericard is going to rank that high. Oh, Lerner Tien versus Medvedev was quite good, but I don't know. How do you compare a 5-set match to a 3-set match? That one was so long, um, but yeah, I'd probably go with Tien versus Medvedev so far, but it's probably like the second best. I can't really think of any other Australian Open match that I'd put up with it, which kind of sucks. We need to get more good slam matches again. I hope Roland Garros and Wimbledon brings us back to some slam epics. We are getting nothing. Nothing. When Djokovic will retire from tennis, what do you say? I think next year is a good bet. Next year, Belgrade, I think is a pretty decent bet. And it's not even all tennis related. I think, he's got a kid now. He's got Stefan. I mean, he's had Stefan for a while, but, Stefan's about to be 9-10 years old. Like, I just being realistic, I think, Djokovic seems like a bit of a family man. I don't know how much longer he wants to play, especially if he doesn't get to a slam final this year, if he doesn't win a slam, I think, like either of those two things, I think, either or, then I think that, one will be both, but anyway, then I think that he calls it quits next year. I don't think this year, but I think next year. I think he wants one more goodbye in Australia, and then I think he'll retire in Belgrade. It's my guess. Yeah, I know Fed wasn't the oldest, but in the recent past, he is the oldest. Yep. Drop shot Carlos. Yep. I want to see Alcaraz get back to number 2 out of Zverev. We were talking about that earlier, Sean. I think very likely ahead of Roland Garros and Wimbledon, because Alcaraz has a lot of points to make up during the clay swing. And Zverev won Rome, and he got to the final of RG. And I don't know. I think Alcaraz has points to make up in Miami. He's very good in Miami, even if he isn't as good as Sinner is with those low bouncing courts. I think he's still very good in Miami. So I think Alcaraz is going to make up a lot of points, and he's going to win Indian Wells because Alcaraz turns into a culmination of all the big three put together, plus Pete Sampras, plus Rod Laver, plus Anthony Wilding, plus Navratilova, plus whoever else you want to say when he plays at Indian Wells. Alcaraz nearly tracks down an impossible lob by de Minaur, and de Minaur gets the 30-15. Culmination of Sampras and Bjorn Borg and Agassi and the big three and Murray and and João Fonseca and Sinner and Ken Rosewall, whoever else. He turns into the culmination of every great ever at Indian Wells because he plays insane at Indian Wells. No way back for de Minaur. Alcaraz too many gears, even if he loses focus. I think that's valid too. Matt Etienne's match was a final for me at Indian Wells. What's up, CYNTW? Yeah, I think that's fair. Keys and Iga has been most exciting matches here. Oh, without doubt. I mean, that final too was exciting. But yeah, Keys Swiatek was the match of the year, no doubt. But also like we should, disconnect. Like I was talking about men's tennis matches of the year, women's tennis also like I don't know. They don't compare. Women and men don't compete against each other. It doesn't make much sense in my head to compare. Even though I think Keys Swiatek has been better than any men's match so far this year, and I think women's tennis can be just as impressive as men's tennis. That's not all what I'm saying, but we should disconnect the two a little bit because it doesn't really make much sense in my head. But I understand the impulse or the desire to put them two together. But I was talking about men's tennis, but. Yeah, women's tennis for sure. Keys and Iga has been amazing. I think he wants to get to 25. No one has gone to 25, right? In tennis history, men's or women's side. And I just did what I said I wasn't going to do. But anyway, yeah, nobody's gone to 25. I read somewhere that Super Bowl is the most watched show in the world. Is that true over the World Cup? Is it? I reckon it wouldn't be, right? But America is huge. All right, that goes out from Alcaraz. So de Minaur playing some good crafty shots. I think de Minaur wins the set, though. Alcaraz did lose focus at the end of the first, and de Minaur can rise up his level. I reckon this very much looks on track to be like an Alcaraz. I don't know. I could be wrong. My gut feeling and my brain and everything is telling me that de Minaur picks up his level big time here because he's been playing insane. I think de Minaur picks up his level. I think Alcaraz loses concentration. I think de Minaur wins his set. And then I think Alcaraz wins pretty easily in the third, like 6-2 or 6-3. That's how I think this match is going to play out. I could easily see that happening, in my opinion. Or Alcaraz wins this in straights, but I honestly think that the first option is more likely. If Sinner Djokovic will be in the same draw this year in RG and quarterfinals will be so fun to watch. I hope not. I hope that we get the best matches in the semis and the final. I'm gonna watch the halftime go Kendrick. Absolutely. Kung Fu Kenny. I've read that the World Cup most ever watched, but it's only every 4 years. The advertisers pay more to Super Bowl because people watch commercials. Oh yeah, absolutely. The commercials are like 5 million to put on or more, and the budgets are probably even more than that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not even that interested. I guess I'll watch the commercials because I like cultural stuff. Like I like knowing what like the society as a whole is talking about and the nation and stuff. So it'll be cool to watch commercials and maybe I don't know. I don't really want to follow along Twitter or anything, but I don't know where I'd follow along. But just to know what's up, and then watch a little bit of that when I have time, and then I'll watch the halftime show in its entirety. But yeah. I hope Kendrick does stuff not just off of GNX and also his rap battle with Drake. I hope he really shows his artistry. He said there's going to be storytelling. I hope he really shows his artistry and performs off of To Pimp, Good Kid, and Damn as well, because Damn is also incredible, even though it was mainstream. That's a double fall from Alcaraz, 15-30. I just have a feeling like de Minaur is about to kind of turn the set on its head. I have a feeling this could be like 6-4, 3-6, 6-2 for Alcaraz. We'll see. But yeah, I either hope that or I hope that Kendrick performs Meet the Grams in its entirety and then just walks off the stage with while laughing maniacally. As long as either of those two things happen, I will be so content. Forehand de Minaur down the line goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Cross court forehand of de Minaur goes to the forehand of Alcaraz. Forehand de Minaur. Great shot. Back into Alcaraz. Again to the forehand de Minaur. Back into Alcaraz goes to the back of de Minaur. De Minaur currently missing some shots he wouldn't want to miss. And he's depending a little bit on Alcaraz errors. He's not really able to step in and hurt Carlos. I think it's funny Tom Brady retires a boatload of rings like Federer. He's been playing forever. Somebody immediately comes behind and wins more. Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. Giselle Bundchen moved on. She just gave birth. Good for her. Nice. All right, we got. All right, what's going on here? Demore is just visibly very late call from the umpire about a let. Forehand of Demore. Forehand of Alcaraz. A drop shots in the net. It's a break point for Demore. This is a absolutely crucial point in this match for um for uh for Alcaraz. Serve Carlos. It's back in Demore forehand of Carlos. Down the line. So good. Big power when he needed it. Carlos gets to deuce. It is fun to go watch this guy at full flow. I saw a funny meme on Twitter the other day where somebody said there's an Alcaraz cycle, and it's so true. The cycle is Alcaraz performs badly at the indoor hard court swing. He loses at the Australian Open early. Everybody says Alcaraz is washed at like 21 years old and that he's like a Leighton Hewitt type that is already past his prime. And then Alcaraz performs absolutely alien-like tennis at Indian Wells. And then he wins Roland Garros and or Wimbledon. And then suddenly everybody is saying that Alcaraz is the greatest athlete of all time. And then the cycle repeats itself. That's so true. It's so true. It's so true. My only prediction is that that cycle is going to continue, but not at Roland Garros or Wimbledon. But I think he's going to go deep at both for sure, either way, because he's insane at slams. Alcaraz always getting to at least quarters of slams, if not semis and further. De Minaur rallies to get an early break in the set, 2-0. I felt like it was coming. De Minaur at 2-0. There you go. Because I just know who Alex de Minaur is, and he's going to be fighting here. I don't know if he has the game to really get ahead here, but that's my but that's it. You're on top of celeb news. I think a boy with a martial arts guy that I kept in touch. You knew about Jessica Alba. Anthony, what do you think about Shapo's run in Dallas? I hope that he keeps up that level and gets back to the top 10. That's what I have to say. I mean, I think I'm on everybody's boat, right? I think a lot of people have the same thought, you know, whether it's in the back of their mind or whether they're going to say it, but I hope the same thing as everybody else. Shapovalov is a top 10 talent on tour. If he plays like he does in Dallas and keeps up that level, he could get back there. I hope he keeps it up. That's all I've got to say. Because tennis is so much better for it. Men's tennis is a mess right now. Let's be honest with ourselves. So having Shapo back in the mix would be a blessing. Hey, how's it going, MINAUR? I can't get that stupid pink scotch tape on the nose. Yeah, I don't like the way it looks at all. But also, I wish they would change the color, or Alcaraz would. But De Minaur at 30 love here, by the way. Forehand of Alcaraz goes to the forehand of de Minaur. But yeah, it's for breathing. I think like what's the word? Rebounding between points, but it's like kind of it looks stupid. Surely it should be like skin colored, right? Why is it like pink? That's not a natural color on the human face. Like it's kind of weird. De Minaur's ball just catches the sideline, and then Alcaraz matches him with an absolutely massive forehand swing inside out. Forehand of Alcaraz goes deep, goes long, so 40-15. I thought they have a pimple. Something to block, right? Dennis won't beat Casper. Yeah, we'll see. I won't be shocked either way, but I hope Casper wins, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, whatever. I like both. I'm a big Casper Ruud fan, so I'm biased. But I want Casper to win a 500 title because Dallas is 500. 3-0 for de Minaur. I think that would be the first 500 title for either player. Has Casper won a 500? He hasn't, right? Pretty sure. No, Casper. Okay, Casper has won a 500 title. Where did he finally do it? He did win. Okay, he did win Barcelona last year. I thought he did, and then I second guessed myself. Okay, so it's not going to be Casper's first 500. I forgot. I wasn't sure. I thought either he lost in the final or he won it, but I started to think that he lost it. Okay, so Rude has won a 500. My bad. And then what about Chapo? Chapo certainly hasn't, right? Chapo's last time that he was in the top 10 was back in September 2020. So he's trying to get back there for the first time in over 4 years. I think he's got how many career titles? 1, 2. He's got 2 career titles. He won Belgrade last year. That kind of slipped my memory. Yeah, he's looking for his first 500 title, Chapo. He has 2 250 titles. I thought Casper won a Masters, Italian Open. Nope. He's very good in Italian Open, but he hasn't won it. He won Barcelona last year. I appreciate Minor. He has won 1,000. No, he hasn't. Casper's won 500, but he hasn't won Rome. He got to the final of Monte Carlo last year, lost to Djokovic. No, lost to Tsitsipas. I'm getting everything wrong. He beat Djokovic. Good for him. Yay. And then he lost to Steph. Boo. So anyway, that's what happened. No 1K yet. Yep. I predict Casper going to win Monte Carlo this year. I'm one upping you. I think during the clay court swing, Casper wins a Masters and or Slam. I think he wins during the clay. He wins a Masters and or a Grand Slam during the clay court swing. I think he wins a clay Masters title. I think he wins the clay court Masters title. The reason I don't say hard courts is honestly mostly because of belief and confidence. I don't think he lacks the talent to do so. But his game is better on clay anyway. Those high RPM forehands that kind of remind you of a righty Rafa. 15 love here for Alcaraz. My prediction is kind of on par on what's the word? It's kind of happening here. I said what? 4-6, 6-3, 6-4, 3-6, 6-2 for Alcaraz. So let's see. 3-0 for de Minaur, 15 all. Alcaraz has lost his concentration, and he's making a lot of errors. Serve Alcaraz goes to the back end of de Minaur, forehand of Alcaraz, inside out to the back end of de Minaur, back end of Alcaraz. That's in the net. Alcaraz has lost his back end completely. He's got to get it back for the third. 2019 Rude won just a match. Oh. Yeah, 2019 Casper was like a wee little lad. He was a fetus. Is he like a Felix? Yeah. But Casper's at least reached the Masters final. No, Felix has 2 now. So yeah, he is like Felix. Morning boss, what's good? Yeah, I mean, we're up. I didn't get that much sleep, but we're having fun. The stream's fun. How's it going, Ghost? I am tired though, but all good. I've been busy. Forehand de Minaur big to the forehand of Alcaraz down the line. That's too good. 30 all. I think honestly, too many people have equated de Minaur playing Alcaraz to de Minaur playing Sinner. De Minaur against Alcaraz has had, just in the 2 matches they've played, de Minaur has had more chances to beat Carlos than he ever has had against Sinner. When Sinner and de Minaur end their head-to-head, it's going to be 31-0 for Yannick. De Minaur is not going to escape this head-to-head without a few scrapes and scratches for Carlos. I think a couple of wins as well, at least. Oh, what pass from Alex! A sensational backhand strike from the Australian. Gets to 30-40, and he's looking to bagel Carlos or breadstick him. He's not looking just to win a set. A statement performance from de Minaur in the second set. A big backhand pass. That's an Alcaraz-like shot. A ridiculous backhand from the scrambling Aussie. Alcaraz with a kick serve standing way out wide near the tram lines. 30-40 break point. Back in Carlos goes to the back end of de Minaur cross court. Oh, what an angle. De Minaur playing insane. And he had the forehand. He missed it. He had it lined up. But I think de Minaur also knows that he went for the right shot. He just mishit it. I think he went for the right shot. That's a tough one to pull off, though, because he's kind of hitting over the higher part of the net, which probably made him nervous that he could miss in the net, and then he just kind of mishit it. Those balls come with a lot of purchase from Alcaraz. You need to get used to the fact that your balls are going to come back consistently 10% faster and lower than usual, even from tough positions. Alcaraz's balls. Oh, that's a great shot from de Minaur again. 34 or add out. Same thing. He is playing phenomenal right now, Alex. Where did Max go? I miss talking music with him. I always forget that Max is a guy. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone when y'all bring that up. Maybe de Minaur wants to be a baker this set. A lot depends on this point. Alcaraz can still win the set, by the way. de Minaur needs to close this out. A double break cushion is way better than one break, and de Minaur knows it. De Minaur knows it, too. That's a poor return from de Minaur, and a pretty good serve from Alcaraz. Currently standing way out near the tram lines to serve on the ad side. But I like Alcaraz thinking throughout a match strategy. That's what you want to see, trying a lot of different things. He's a risk taker. He'll go for it. Very poor second serve from Alcaraz, allowing de Minaur to step in here. Forehand, it's good. Ejection of pace, back in cross court. Lob, smash Alcaraz, put away. Alcaraz has a good overhead. I've rarely seen Alcaraz miss an overhead or mess up an overhead. I know overheads are like easy, but it's like a free throw. Yeah, Alcaraz has a high free throw percentage. I feel like Alcaraz is underrated with the overhead. He's not the tallest guy, but he's very good at that shot. I think he tends to put those away. Serve Alcaraz goes to forehand de Minaur, forehand of Alcaraz, inside out, very good. And Djokovic has the worst free throw percentage of all time because he made a deal with the devil that he's going to be the greatest tennis player of all time, but he's going to have the most embarrassing overhead of all time, the easiest shot in the sport. He's going to embarrass himself constantly, unfortunately for him. It just is what it is. I'm just telling the truth. He made a deal with the devil, and it is what it is. Demon could change the narrative today. We'll see. Yeah. Demon had a great run at Wembley last year before the knee injury. I mean, Demon's been on a run in general. He's like number 5 in the world or something, number 6. If Rune Alcaraz win titles, these breathing right nasal strips going to make a ton of new money. Yeah, and give all the money to Nicolas Jarry because he deserves it. He started this trend. Lexi, who do you like this match? de Minaur. All right. We'll see. 15 love. Serve. That's too good. 30 love. I don't like Alex. Alex, I'm not a big Alki either. Okay. Well, at least you're not a fan of either. Like, you're not nervous watching them. Because when you like the players, that it's a lot of nerves watching, tension. Yeah, I forgot Jarry wears them too. He's the trendsetter. I think we should start calling them the Nico nasal strips or something like that. The Nikos or the Nicolases or something, because he deserves his credit. He started this trend for professional tennis players. Jarry started the trend. Don't get it twisted. I mean, Jarry's been as high as like 19 in the world. Like, it's not like he's like number 170 in the world. And he like these guys just played him like once in the first round of a slam. Like he started this trend. They learned from him that he can be quite good at the top and play with it. And it helps with the breathing. I will probably see a lot of players start to do it. I actually like unironically agree with you, especially because of Alcaraz. That's a backhand into the net. Alcaraz's backhand has deserted him 4-1. I noticed it at the end of the first set. He hit a few bad backhand errors, and now the backhand's just totally deserted him. Jarry strips. That's not bad. But I feel like we have to do something with Nicolas and Nasal. Like they have the similar sounds, right? Alcaraz like Iga for me, bland butter that I root for. If I don't, how's Alcaraz like bland butter though, MJ? What do you mean? There's no way. Bland butter. Yeah, I mean bland butter if it's also like like butter that's constantly like I don't know, changing from just regular peanut butter to nut butter to every kind of butter possible to freaking cookie butter. Like Alcaraz is, you never know what you're gonna get with him. So I don't know if bland is the right word for it, you know. But you cannot like him. I can't see bland though. Bland is crazy. That's like calling Michael Jordan or like it's like calling Michael Jordan bland. Like he's very good, and man, that guy was an entertainer. I don't know. Nico nasals. Yeah, something like that, but nasals just doesn't sound good, right? So I don't know. We need to figure something out. I don't know what it would be, right? There's something there. There's like one thing, there's something that works. But it should be short. Something with Nico, I reckon, because Nico sounds good just as a word. What about like Nico strips? No. I just realized what I just said. Anyway, like a sinner, I feel he is not so authentic and he's very PC. Yeah, but I mean, at least he's like, you know, he has a personality though. Like in the Tsitsipas video, did you see that one, MJ, where that they just put out? I think that's valid, but like the video they just put out where he's like with Tsitsipas and he's like making fun of Steph for like flying like a butterfly. Like he'll like make funny remarks and stuff. Like, and the players seem to like him. But I mean, I think that's kind of valid. I think that's pretty valid. I like Medvedev's fun to watch because he's also a bit controversial, right? But he's very likable and genuine in the way he goes about everything, which really adds that X factor. That's another backhand miss from Alcaraz, 30-15. Garin quit playing after the incident with Zizou. That's ridiculous. That is the most ridiculous situation all around. Everywhere you can tell they're not manufactured or PC. I like Rublev and Medvedev. Well, you could tell from that Dubai press conference they had like a few years ago. That's one of my favorite moments I've ever watched live in tennis. Just them just having the most fun of their lives in this Dubai press conference after they played the final against each other. Childhood best friends now playing the final of a big ATP 500 event. Yeah, they're good guys. They have nothing to hide. No need to be politically correct. Definitely entertaining. Garin got black eye. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to think about that situation. I don't really have a strong opinion that Zizou needed to be defaulted, but I'm also like, what in the world were you thinking? It's like me with Nalbandian when he kicked the line judge at Queens. I'm just like, what in the world were you thinking? Obviously, there Nalbandian was rightfully defaulted. I don't have a strong opinion on that moment except for WTF. That's it. That's all I'm thinking with that. I don't know what else to think. I like the word schnoz. We should work that in there somewhere. Schnoz is the worst sounding word in the world, Ghost. What are you on about? If we call it schnoz, you are the only person that's going to be using that term. The only person that's going to be using that term. About like the word nose, right? Like Nico nose strips, or I don't know. It's like it's all of it doesn't sound good because nasal strips doesn't sound that great as a term either, to be honest. I don't know. There's something there. I'm not going to talk about that much more, but I'm trying to figure it out. That's a bad volley from Alcaraz. That's a shot he generally makes. Alcaraz still trying to, you know, I feel like on indoor hard courts, it's probably never going to be his best surface, but he's played really well this week. 15 love. They defaulted someone, so whatever. He got the punishment. Burge just got super hyped. I can forgive him for that. Yeah, but I mean, like, he almost like stopped for a moment. They just like jumped up and completely slammed into Garin. I don't know. That's a red flag. Zizou is obviously like, you can't get a nicer guy than Bergs. It seems like just watching Bergs, it seems like that the guy is just as innocent as they come. I don't think he did it on purpose, but which just makes it much more baffling to me. But the whole moment was baffling. Forehand, cross court, goes by to ALCARAZ. Very smart play from Alex. Good play. 30-15. Wonder where Katie Bolter is. Could be some added motivation for MINAUR as well with her watching on. But, I mean, I'm sure it's added motivation anyway. But they've been doing well since becoming engaged as well, keeping on the same trajectory. But I think Bolter is playing this week, no? She's been doing well, right? She lost to Kudermetova. Okay. No, she hasn't been playing this week, apparently. But she'll be back. All right, 30-all. A double fault for Alex. Yeah, I like Bergs. Yeah, Nico knows. I suppose that's more of a catchphrase. The worst catchphrase of all time. I mean, you're going 2 for 2 on the worst catchphrase and name for something of all time. Schnoz and Nico knows. So I want to see if you can go 3 for 3. Nearly 2 double faults in a row from MINAUR, but he makes that just on line. ALCARAZ scrambling here, big point. ALCARAZ trying to find his way back and pass. MINAUR there at the volley. Oh, how does ALCARAZ get there so fast? This man is a madman. So quick, both of these guys. ALCARAZ, I expected the backhand pass, but I didn't expect ALCARAZ to hit such an impressive shot once he got up to that. But he was just kind of tapering himself, setting himself up with a good court position because he was so far behind the baseline, but he's so fast that he can get there and hit a passing shot behind MINAUR. MINAUR just had no chance. I actually don't think I've ever seen that shot hit where a player gets there so fast, the other player just doesn't seem like they have a chance, and MINAUR, forced to play his best tennis, finds a miraculous cross-court angle from literally standing pretty much on the sideline. That was ridiculous. Deuce, best level of the match from both players at the same time so far. I like that Viking thing he does with fans after a win. Yeah. All right, advantage here. I don't think it was intentional from Zizou. He's kind of over when he plays, to be honest. Yeah. Do you think Emma and Carlos are dating? I don't think. That's it. I don't think. Forehand inside out, very good from MINAUR. 5-2. It would be cute. I don't think that nothing has happened there. That's all I'll say. I don't think that it's fully unsubstantiated that because didn't Raducanu come out to a few ALCARAZ matches and always say that she likes watching Carlos? So it's cute that they seem to be friends. If something more happens, it'd be good for the sport. But ALCARAZ is definitely, even though they're former Grand Slam champs, ALCARAZ has a much higher win rate than Emma. But anyway, off court, that'd be cute. Yeah, there are rumors they're dating, but Alki is super sexy. Okay. Interesting. I don't understand how she would date Carlos after the billionaire. She said she wanted to focus on tennis. Got to get to my mama's house for repairs. I'll check back in a bit. Enjoy tennis. I appreciate it. Appreciate you joining in, Ghost. Yeah, I'll see you. See you later then. MINAUR up 4-1. Sound almost like Greek and Badoza before they came out and admitted, yeah. Oh, about yeah. For Draper and Emma, where Draper said Emma is like a sister, yeah. I saw that as well. It's kind of funny to think about. I don't know. I let the players do what they do. I don't feel the need to inject myself into all of that, but I think it's funny. Have you guys seen the show Delicious in Dungeon, the anime cooking show? That show is that show is batshit insane. I've been watching that. That show is awesome. So funny, and the animation is like crazy good. It's like it's like Arcane, like the highest budget animation imaginable, but for the stupidest thing ever. But the writing is really good. Like it's really funny. Um, I can't believe that show exists. And they asked Katie, heard she's sick. She's getting better. Valentine's coming up, you know. Everything's good. Everything's great. I feel like the tennis circuit could get sensuous like any friend circle. I mean, I don't like that word. Is that even a word? Incent? I don't even. Whatever. All right, let's get back to tennis. 15 love. I let you guys play around too much, and then I get into y'all's weird conversations. I need to get back to the important matter at hand, which is this tennis match. Forehand, big from MINAUR, 15 all. I've watched The Day of the Jackal. I'm so obsessed with. Wow, damn, twice with Eddie Redmayne. I've got to watch it then. I'll add it to my short list of movies to watch. I'm currently watching Pan's Labyrinth, which is a movie that I've literally wanted to watch for 10 years and just never got around to it. $30.15. Who's that? Eddie Redmayne is the Stephen Hawking from Theory of Everything. Eddie Redmayne is Stephen Hawking. Breaking news. Sir from Alcaraz. There's the back end of MINAUR. That's in the net. 40-15 for Alcaraz. I like how I use these streams as an opportunity to riff. I'm the only tennis commentator who does that. I'm the only tennis commentator who you'll hear saying half of the things that I'm saying on stream. Because like half of my streams are tennis, half of them are not. But it's cool. Because I'm not like forcing tennis down like your throat or my throat. I just enjoy watching it, but it's not like I'm only going to focus on tennis while the match is going on. But it's fun. He's super brilliant. Yeah, he's got. Oh yeah, Newt Scamander as well. That's right. I still need to get around to watching the sequels to Fantastic Beasts. I read the book. The book is interesting because it's not a novel or a story like the movies. Really, it's just like a weird collection of like descriptions of like I guess monsters, but it's like and beasts. But it's like it's kind of cool. I really like the what's it called? Tales of Beetle the Bard. That is a great spin-off of Harry Potter. That's by far my favorite. I love that little book that came out right after Deathly Hallows. Currently rereading Harry Potter, kind of getting my interest back in reading up and about. I'm at the end of the second one. I'm excited to get to the third one because if my memory serves me right, that is where the series really picked up to be pretty goated. 5-3 for MINAUR. My prediction is right on track, by the way. Like before MINAUR broke, I said that this was going to be 4-6. Or no, I keep saying that 6-4, 3-6, 6-2 for Alcaraz. So my prediction is right on the money. That is, I am definitely gonna give that to Faison to clip if that ends up being the score because that would be hilarious. I need a clip more from streams anyway, so that would be a good first one. I don't watch Harry Potter. I walk out of the first one in the theater. It's too controversial. Too controversial. I don't believe in magic. It's too I don't like this propaganda they're showing kids that magic is real. I've never seen it. I don't believe it. I don't want anybody to show me as if magic is real. It's not. I'm gonna walk out. You like convince you go on like the internet and start a campaign to start boycotting Harry Potter. The funny thing is that I'm saying that as a joke. That's actually what happened because of different reasons, but it's so stupid. Like Harry Potter books being burned, but anyway, it's all nonsense. That backhand goes out. Alcaraz's backhand has deserted him. 30-15. This could be an interesting third set. I love Magic. My favorites are The Prestige and Now You See Me 1-2. Yeah, The Prestige is an awesome movie. The ending blew my mind. The end of that movie. I've heard of him because Harry reads his books in the Harry Potter series. Yeah. I can see you liking Harry Potter, Lexi. That makes a lot of sense to me. You're very, I don't know. You have a lot of whimsy, which is great. 40-15. It's 40-15 for Demon Lord. He's got a set point. Something that he was not able to do in the Rotterdam final last year, even though he definitely deserved it. And I promise you, Yannick would have said the same thing. Last year's final was insane. But now Demon Lord looking to at least grab a set. Serve Demon Lord is the let. I didn't see that full Prestige, but I love Christian Bale. You should check it out. Great movie. He's my favorite actor ever. That's cool. I mean, American Psycho is an absolute classic. All right, 3-6-3 for Alex Demnor. We're going 3 sets. We're going 3 sets, ladies and gentlemen. Hasn't been a long couple of sets. We haven't had that many, long games back and forth, just an hour and 50 minutes, but we're going 3 in Rotterdam. We're going 3 in Rotterdam. That's a good question. Not tennis related. Who are your guys' favorite actors ever? Let me know. Who are your favorite actors? For me, Joaquin Phoenix, Heath Ledger, Marlon Brando. Pretty standard picks, honestly. Daniel Kaluuya. Who else? What's his name? Matthew McFadden, Sarah Snook, Bryan Cranston. Who else? Those are a few. My all-time faves are Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. Yeah, that's cool. Lord of the Rings is incredible. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is amazing. Oh, speaking of another favorite actor, what's his name? Dominic Monaghan. Love Dominic Monaghan. All right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna head off. I'll be back for this third set. I'll be back in a minute. I love Breaking Bad too. My God, probably best series ever made on TV. Dr. House was good too. Yeah, Breaking Bad is insane. Breaking Bad is insane. I'm currently watching Sopranos. Lost though. Lexi, have you seen Lost? I don't remember. Lost is incredible. Lost is incredible. Anthony predicted the score. Yeah. Let's see. I know. I said 6-2. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I know everything forever. So that's kind of fun. No, I'm joking. I'm totally kidding. All right, 30-15. 4 a.m. Demon War, that's in the net. 40-15. I do like Marvel movies. I I had a period in 2022 where I watched through every single MCU movie all the way through No Way Home, or no, all the way through Far From Home. The names of those movies are so freaking stupid. I'm sorry, but it's just like the names of those movies are so stupid. What does Home have to do with Spider-Man? Why are all the names playing off of Home? Also, nobody thinks of No Way Home when they think of the Tobey Maguire movie. It should be called like Spider-Man. Hey, by the way, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are also in this or something. Or Spider-Man 3 Spider-Mans or Spider-Man's live action Spider-Verse. What I don't understand the names of those movies. Anyway, but at one point I watched through all of the MCU movies. Since then, I haven't been that big on MCU, but Robert Downey, yeah, he's cool too. I like what's his name? I remembered another actor I really love. The guy who played Moriarty in Sherlock. What's his name? Whatever his name is. I forgot his name. It'll come back to me, but yeah, that's fun. I was in New York. I left New York the day before that opened, and I was at Broadway 2 days before that opened. But I didn't see that. I saw Hadestown, which was amazing. If you have a chance to see Hadestown on Broadway, prioritize that above literally anything else. Forehand, that goes out from ALCARAZ. 15 love for Demon War. Starting off. If he doesn't want a 6-2 set, then he's got to hold early here. Mark Strong. Nice. I haven't heard of him. Forehand inside out, back in ALCARAZ. That's a good down the line. Forehand of ALCARAZ goes to the forehand Demon War. Backhand of ALCARAZ. Watch that backhand. Better backhand swings though from ALCARAZ. 15 all. I think ALCARAZ is going to be looking for this early break, not just playing, but playing to really break Demon War here early. Serve goes in the net. Forehand of ALCARAZ goes to the forehand of Demon War. Back in ALCARAZ. Goes in the net from Alex. Sorry, goes in the net from Carlos. My fault. That goes out from Carlos, so 30-15 now. But that was my birthday present to myself. That's crazy. 227, damn. Mark Strong plays Professor Moriarty. Oh, I'm talking about the show Sherlock. The show Sherlock. When you say his name, I'll remember it. I'm talking about the show. I guess that makes sense because you mentioned Robert Downey for the movie. But yeah, I'm talking about that show. ALCARAZ so fast with a fantastic rally there, by the way, to get to 30 all. He's so quick moving vertically up and down the court. It's just an absolute joke. 30 all. Important point. Can't stress how important this point is. Not all points are worth the same. This one's worth about 5. Oh, ALCARAZ with a horrific return, though. 40-30. And Demon War wins 5 points. 5 points to Gryffindor. It's like a Harry Potter themed stream for some reason. Don't know why. Serve for Alex here, starting off this third set. Forehand of Alex goes to the back end of, that's in the net. Deuce. Christian Bale, Tom Holland, Chris Evans, Tobey Maguire, even Ben Affleck have yet to have their fame cemented with a star. That's pretty wild. Tom Holland will get there, though. Tom Holland's going to get there. I'm excited for Chris. Shout out to Christopher Nolan. He knows what's up. I'm really inspired by Christopher Nolan. I like the fact that I'm going to talk more about tennis a little bit. But I just want to say this last thing. The Odyssey is great. I'm really excited about it because both Zendaya and Tom Holland are actually really freaking good actors, and people don't really, their level of stardom is so high, but somehow they're almost underrated in their actual acting ability because they haven't actually been able to show with really, really strong original dramatic writing their what they're made of. But I'm excited that they're going to get a chance to do that. Also, they're dating, so their chemistry is going to be good. I'm excited for that movie. Forehand inside out to the back end of Carlos, back end of de Minaur goes to the forehand of Carlos. The forehand is now wayward. It was the back end in the second set. Now the forehand breaking down. Back to deuce. We are back to deuce. Says Christian Bale denied the Spanish star. The Spanish star? What do you mean? Well, he'll want the one on the Hall of Fame. He denied the one in Hollywood too. Well, that's interesting. I don't know why, but forehand way up high, drop shot. Why do you drop shot Alcaraz? Oh, Alcaraz almost makes it, but he misses it wide. Great play actually, because it was a fantastic drop shot. I'm sure Alcaraz had a big smile on his head as he was chasing it down. He's like, finally a worthy opponent, a drop shot that I maybe won't be able to get to. He almost did, though. He got his racket under and nearly hit a passing shot. The fact that he even got that close was criminal. Hell of a sprint, regardless, but he misses it wide. I mean, he's mad at himself, but I think just because he was able to give de Minaur that chance at a drop shot. But de Minaur playing smart. Alex is so good. Alex is so good. Backhand cross court goes to the forehand of Carlos. Back to deuce we go. De Minaur with an unforced error. Who would want to be stepped on anyway? Yeah. I love how Christian Bale had to melt down, yell at Terminator people, and he survived it. That's true. I remember that. But he's like a method actor. I don't know. I like the craziness of method acting. I think it's fun. Produces some great art. It's controversial, but I definitely know where I stand. I have about as strong of an opinion on method acting as I do about anything else. Period. I think it's awesome. Advantage to de Minaur. Anyway, sorry. I'm going to go back to tennis because I'm talking so much about other stuff, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. Forehand lob. That's going to go out. 1-1. 1-1 as de Minaur holds one game apiece. Alcaraz's backhand quality, this is what I kind of realized. His backhand quality, 8.7 first set, 8.8 in this set. It was 5.8 in the second set. Seems very accurate. De Minaur has been high across all standards except for his forehand, which now is currently at like a 6. So really those stats are meaningless, but because they don't mean anything. They're not like specific, like, 10 unforced errors. Like they're just almost like they don't really mean that much. De Minaur misses another forehand, looks at his racket, and needs to get that forehand together. But it does show that it shows patterns, right? De Minaur has missed some forehands, right? So that's what it tells us. He's missed more forehands than he has in the first couple of sets. And that's not good. That is not good for de Minaur. When they go forehand to forehand, ALCARAZ is going to catch up. And if ALCARAZ's backhand is improved, de Minaur is going to have no solace hitting that forehand down the line to try to make it backhand to backhand, because ALCARAZ is also going to be able to hit backhand line right back to the forehand, or definitely cross court and make it a hard life for Alex in no matter which wing de Minaur decides to go to. ALCARAZ serving some of the best he's ever had probably this week, and he's trying to pick up his first indoor hardcore title. He's one set away from completing a big milestone in his career, which is winning a title on every single surface, or at least every single surface that there is right now. Maybe they'll introduce a new one tomorrow. I kind of wish that they would. ATP, introduce new surfaces, mix it up. People want it. The people want it. We want an ice court. Why not? We want a sand court. We want a wood court. Mix it up. Give the people what they want. We want a blue clay court. Have y'all seen that Colt tennis video? It has like 9.5 million views or some craziness about blue clay. People want surface versatility, you know? Keep it surface versatile. Keep it fresh. Keep it moving. Give the people what they want. Experiment. 30 all, big moments here as de Minaur is looking for this break. Another big point. I keep saying that, but we're getting a lot of them at this point. A lot more close games now. Oh, big body serve. I love that play from ALCARAZ. That's what I mean. ALCARAZ, the biggest distinguishing factor about ALCARAZ is that he will play his most ballsy plays when the chips are down. He will play his best plays when the chips are down. I don't care if he's playing as, solid as Novak. Like, the thing that separates him the most is that he will do that. When the chips are down, he plays his absolute best, kind of like Novak. He'll go for the most risks, and that'll catch an opponent off guard who's also feeling pressure, there are two players on a court. They're also feeling the pressure of the big moment. Oh, what a lob from unbelievable shot from Carlos. What a shot from de Minaur. What a rally. Forehand. Down the line goes the backhand of ALCARAZ. One of the rallies of the week. Backhand slice ALCARAZ. It's the forehand of de Minaur. De Minaur attacks. That goes low. Absolutely ridiculous from ALCARAZ. Ridiculous lob. I want to see a replay of that. De Minaur should have gotten it out of the air. But it's unbelievable that ALCARAZ was able to make a shot like that from the position he was in, because de Minaur really stepped in and attacked, and that is going to hurt de Minaur's resolve potentially going into these next games. But, I think de Minaur is going to know that ALCARAZ can't do that every point, maybe every other point. But, yeah. By the way, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis if you haven't already, and don't forget to like the stream as well. That would be well appreciated. 2-1 on the scoreboard. de Minaur next to serve. Sometimes some matches like this, you kind of know the outcome. I think that's fair because ALCARAZ is just such a level above de Minaur in general. But yeah, I think that's valid, honestly. Backhand goes to the backhand of de Minaur. Cross court, back into Alcaraz, slice the back into de Minaur, back into Alcaraz, cross. Back into de Minaur, forehand Alcaraz, goes to forehand de Minaur. Oh, what a shot from both. Backhand cross court, backhand slice, that's in the net. And Alcaraz is just, that point pretty well defines what you just said, MJ, and it defines the match and the head-to-head, because Alcaraz, ridiculous forehand cross court, and then just able to stay on the front foot, even though de Minaur hit an amazing shot back. But de Minaur is amazing. Alcaraz is consistently breathtaking and unbelievable, and that's the difference here, right? And that's what the difference was last year's final against Jannik as well. De Minaur is amazing. He really is. But Alcaraz, he's been given a lot of superlatives, and some of them are a little bit more positive than just amazing. Backhand slice, that's in the ground, 15-all. In the kitchen on my phone now. Hey, I appreciate you you listening though and watching and stuff. I am hungry. If you could give me something to eat, that would be great. I'm gonna eat something after the stream for sure. I am hungry. Haven't eaten all day. I didn't eat breakfast before this. That's probably, I'll do that next time before my next morning stream. That was my unforced error on my part. I'm doing okay. It's not that bad. Forehand inside out goes the backhand of Alcaraz. That's in the net. The backhand needs to find its mark. 30-15 de Minaur. Here for the Anthony and Company. Not a smash. Fair enough. Well, we've been talking about everything but the match, so so hopefully, like, that's been good. We've been talking about everything but this actual tennis match. It's funny. Backhand goes down the line. Forehand of de Minaur, forehand of Alcaraz. That's in the net. 40-15. He's kind of giving de Minaur room to play here, and suddenly de Minaur is going to be, 4 games within the title. I think de Minaur's going for his, I don't know. How many titles has de Minaur won? I actually don't know. He's won 9 titles. De Minaur going for a decade of titles. I never like when people say that, like decade or century, for like a number that has nothing to do with measurement of time. But anyway, we all do things that we dislike when other people do, which is fine. Anyway, de Minaur going for 10 titles, 2 games apiece here. He's going for title number 10. Nothing relates to the match yet. You're talking about Lord of the Rings and Jessica Alba, and it's all topics I like, but I haven't been talking about tennis very much. We have not been talking about tennis as much as some people would probably want, to be honest with it. Anyway, love 15. That is a forehand miss from Alcaraz. I miss David, LOL. Not saying that they chopped liver. What do you mean I'm not chopped liver? What the hell? I am chopped. I want to be chopped liver. Yeah, David. Yeah, he's busy. Exactly. Yeah, shout out to David. I also miss David. I remember when we were killing it, David and I live streaming every other day. Yeah, we gotta get back to something like that, but yeah, David's busy. Unfortunately, so serve goes out. Second serve from Alcaraz. de Minaur looking to take the charge here. Alcaraz needs to stay careful. He's not playing a slouch. Let's just put it that way. Forehand chip. Forehand of Alcaraz cross court. This would be one of the biggest wins of de Minaur's career, because it would be absolutely vital. A lot of people would look at Alex pretty differently if he could get this done. And maybe he would look at himself differently if he could get this done. We got 15. That was a weird wicked serve, kind of bounced right off the line. It's not really a body serve, but that's what de Minaur ended up hitting. Great serve from Alcaraz, whether it was on purpose or not, it's hard to tell. Backhand goes to the forehand of Alcaraz, forehand of de Minaur down the line. Backhand volley poor from Alcaraz, 15-30. That super mega stream, 100%. Yep. We also did the end of the Cincinnati final together between David and I did the end of the Cincinnati final together, which was so fun. Remember the collab? I enjoyed it a lot. You did together too. Yes, at Wimbledon, right? We did Paolini versus Vekic, which was an amazing semifinal. Yeah, David was fun to riff with and talk to. I do miss that. Yeah, David also. Yeah, Liza with Tennis 360, and yeah, there's been a few things, but it's all good. And yeah, hopefully, yeah, but yeah, David's busy. But we were killing it during those Wimbledon streams, right? But yeah, hopefully I can do it again with David. Backhand cross goes to the backhand of Demnor. That's in the net. Alcaraz wins that 130 all. Who you got in the Dallas final? What's up, Zach? You think Shapo can get done versus Rooney is like fantastic of late? Yes, I have Shapo. Winning that one, but I think it's pretty up in the air. I mean, Casper is good too. Casper looking for his first ATP 500 on hard courts. I thought he was going to get it done in the finals of Los Cabos and Acapulco last year, but he wasn't able to win either. I mean, Acapulco is the only 500, I guess, there. But back at cross court, back at de Minaur, cross, back in volley, Alcaraz, very good. 40-30. I have Shapo. I think Shapovalov wins it. I think Alcaraz, I think Ruud has not been, for whatever reason, ATP 500 finals and ATP 1000 final versus Steph in Monte Carlo. He didn't perform at his best. So I don't know. I think Shapo's playing amazing. He has the game that can beat Casper. I have Shapo. This time I am going by form and momentum. I don't know. I'm a bit contrarian in my views, I guess, a lot of the time with tennis, but tennis is so up and down, I guess. I don't know. I guess I have some tennis knowledge that helps, but I don't know. It's funny because I don't know. My tennis predictions are funny. I said 6-2 for this set. It is currently 2-2 deuce. It's still on the cards, but it's looking more and more dire for that scoreline to end up being accurate. Alcaraz would need to win the next 4 games. It's deuce. He's trying to just hold here. Love Alcaraz's shoes, by the way. Yellow Nikes. They look great. They're fresh. Great shoot. Great. Great shot from Alcaraz there. Great forehand. Gets to advantage. Serve. Oh, lucky from de Minaur that stayed in. Backhand cross court goes to the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand of de Minaur. Inside out to the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand of de Minaur. Backhand of Alcaraz. Oh, what a shot from de Minaur down the line. Forehand squash. That was insane. What a shot from Carlos Alcaraz. That is a Rafael Nadal shot. That is a ridiculous forehand squash from out of the corner shot of the tournament. Ridiculous from Carlos Alcaraz. Playing squash, not tennis. de Minaur's shot was ridiculous, and Alcaraz says, hey, Alex, I know you're good, but I'm trying to win my first indoor hardcore title. I'm the king of the block. You're good, but I'm greatness personified. No, that was great. That was ridiculous from Alex. I don't know how he managed that down the line. That's why he's number 6 in the world. But Alcaraz with a shot that is reminiscent of do you guys remember that Rublev squash shot against Bublik when Bublik hit that backhand down the line, insane shot, and Rublev hit a squash shot winner? It was like that shot. It also reminded me of Australian Open 2017. Roger hitting a backhand cross court in the 4th set, and then Rafa hitting a squash shot winner out of nowhere. Anyway, that was insane. Shot of the tournament for me, without a shadow of a doubt. There have been some great shots this year. That was one of them. Put that on the highlight reels immediately. Great rally as well. Wow. I'm glad I saw that live. That was awesome. I love squash shots. They're so cool, especially when you're like fully stretched out to them. I love playing them. I love watching them. And yet I don't like watching squash. I don't know why. But it's like it's so weird. It just looks weird. It doesn't look right. It looks unnatural. I guess because I'm so used to tennis, I guess. That's probably why. But in tennis, squash shots are so dope. Rafa sold his portion of his academy, 130 million. Jeez, that's crazy. Yeah, good for him, for real. Getting his worth up. Rafa is such an icon. Such an icon. I kind of hope that they do something for him in either Barcelona or Madrid. A bit of a retirement ceremony or whatever. Because he deserves something better than what he had in Davis Cup, to be honest. But it is what it is. Forehand down the line, backhand of Alcaraz, stretched out to the backhand de Minaur, forehand of Alcaraz, inside out. So good. Too much pace. Love 30. What did I say? What did I say after 6-4? I said 6-3 de Minaur and then 6-2 Alcaraz. What did I say? Look at where we're at. Come on. I'm hyping myself up. I'm talking myself up, and then de Minaur is going to win the set 6-3, but anyway, for now, it's looking great. Like, what did I say? Come on. That's a good prediction, though, if it's right. That's a good clip from the stream for sure. Dios mío, de Minaur, yeah. I know, but I don't want to cry anymore. Yeah. Well, it makes sense for Rafa. I mean, there's those dumb people that were saying Rafa just wants attention, but that you and I know, Lexi, I think that, or at least in my opinion, that Rafa he's not somebody looking for attention for out of a retirement. So it kind of made sense to me. It was very Rafa-esque in that way, but yeah, I mean, there's no retirement ceremony that can encompass how big of a person he was for the sport. I had said the same thing for Roger. I mean, he had a really fantastic ceremony, even if I wish his last match was, a little bit different. Hell of a backhand return. That backhand down the line, finding its footing again, 15-40. First serve goes in the net from de Minaur. Alex has played a good match, but Alcaraz is just next level, looking for his first indoor hardcore title. Backhand down the line, goes to the backhand of de Minaur. Drop shot. I kind of felt like it was coming. Backhand down the line, it goes wide. I can't believe I was about to say it. I didn't, but in my head I was thinking, I kind of feel like Alcaraz might use a drop shot here. He often does it in the big moments. Anyway, 4-2. What's a shot you'd like to see more of in tennis? Great question, Sean. There's a lot. Underarm serve is one, honestly. I think it should be used more. Because it's a drop shot. It's a drop shot when all the other shots you're hitting off the serve are so crazy fast. It makes no sense that it's not being used more by players outside of like Alexander Bublik. So that's the first thing I'll say. Underarm serve. I think what's another shot I think people should use more? I think what else? I love Alcaraz implementing the drop shot as much as it's been used, so hopefully that keeps it up. I would love serve and volley to be used more. I don't think it should be as obsolete as it currently is in today's age. I think that should be used more. And just like coming to the net in general. What else? Forehand slice, I think, is underrated. I think body serves are underrated. I think down the middle plays are underrated, especially when you're going behind a player as they go to the other side. I think down the middle is very underrated as an attacking shot sometimes. I think drop volleys are underrated when you're able to use them. Those are a few that I would say. But there's a lot. I think topspin lobs could be used more. I think people are afraid to use them because of the other player has an overhead. But I think if, I think they're used too often from really defensive positions. I don't think they're used often enough from when you have a little bit of an attacking position. Drop shot, that's going to go wide, 30-15. So that's some of what I'd say. Underarm, no. Why? He doesn't even care if he really wants it to be Granny Cove done in RG. Yeah. Serve from ALCARAZ here, 30-15. Serve backhand of ALCARAZ right on the baseline, 40-15. My score line is going to be exactly correct. It's 4-2. I said 3-6, 4-2. If I'm not mistaken, right after I said that would be a crazy clip if it's right or something. 40-15. So right after ALCARAZ won the first set, everybody was like, ALCARAZ is about to win this in straights. I said, no, I really reckon de Minaur is about to win the set. He did. I said it was going to be 6-3, and then ALCARAZ is going to win the third set like 6-2. I was like, I really feel like this is a very likely scenario. Look at what the score is. 3-6, 5-2. Let's go. Let's go. Look at the score. There you go. I should have put a bet. If I put a bet for that exact score line, I'd be making thousands. 5-2. ALCARAZ looking for his first indoor hardcourt title in this ATP 500 final. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for joining. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Yeah, Sinner was last year's champion. ALCARAZ looking to put his name up. Who won in 2023? Was that the year that Felix won? I think it was. No, I think... Wait, was it? It was, right? No, Medvedev won. Oh, yeah, he did win. So it was the year before that Felix won. So that's pretty cool. So 2022, Ojay Aliassim. 2023, Medvedev. 2024, Sinner. 2025, potentially ALCARAZ. But yeah, in my opinion, Lexi, like, I don't know. I understand. I don't know. For me, like, the underarm serve, people say it's unsportsmanlike, but it's like, how far can we say something is unsportsmanlike while it has such a good rate of making players win matches? As long as you can keep your own focus, I really am against every single argument against underarm. I don't see a reason for it to not happen. Because I think if people called it drop shot serves, it would suddenly click for a lot of people. Forehand in the net. So 15-all here. ALCARAZ is 3 points away from exactly making my prediction right, and also from winning his first indoor hardcourt title, the latter of which is more important. But I am excited about the first thing, if it happens. Serve from de Minaur here. He's played a good match. He hasn't played his best level ever or anything, but he's played a good match, de Minaur. And yeah, let's see how he's able to finish off his tournament here in Rotterdam. It's looking like it might not be the ending he wants, but only one player doesn't lose a match in a tournament, and it's looking like that's going to be ALCARAZ. He's 2 points away at 15-30. Oh, Dimmy, yep. Yeah, I'm upset at myself that I'm down 2-5, 15-30. I got to give myself a pep talk at this point. Do the Djokovic thing, talk to myself in the mirror. You know, it's funny. Actually, when I was playing a match the other day, I actually did that. I was thinking of Djokovic, and I looked about myself in the mirror and got myself back mentally in the match, and I came back from a set down because of it. 15-40. It's looking like my score is going to be exactly right, which is awesome. I'm actually really excited about that. You should be. There's any consolation, I like you and Katie. No drama, just chill. Absolutely. Oh yeah. I wish. No, but I'm not playing the character well enough. 15-40. 2 championship points for ALCARAZ. Don't let Alex see the stream. It is all jokes. Kind of. Serve. De Minaur, that's in the net. Second serve. Back end of Alcaraz goes to the back end of De Minaur, back end of Alcaraz. Goes to the forehand of De Minaur, inside out, back end of Alcaraz. So forehand of De Minaur. Oh, Alcaraz nearly dives. He gets in the net. Alcaraz had the most miraculous match point save a few years ago in Barcelona. His first match against Alex, and there he nearly had the most miraculous match point conversion, but not quite. Had to be careful there. Nearly dived, I think, and then he was just like, "It's not worth it. I'm not gonna tempt the gods with potential injury." All right, 30-40. One more here. Forehand of Alcaraz goes to the forehand of De Minaur. That's in the net. I got it. I mean, Alcaraz wins his first indoor hardcore title of his career. 6-4, 3-6, 6-2. He takes out the Aussie. I made a prediction at the end of the first set where the exact set scores of the second and third set. I got it exactly right, which I'm very excited about. But anyway, on the most important note here is Alcaraz gets his another title for a growing career. We are back to young GOAT, conversation after the Australian Open. People are always like, Alcaraz is on he's going down. It's over for Alcaraz. And then suddenly he's on the up and up. Joe Mama, I remember you were saying that Joe was saying that he predicted that Alcaraz wouldn't win tournament till March, but he's got one in the bag. He's got one in the bag now. I can't believe I got that right with the De Minaur prediction, because De Minaur didn't look like, a lot of people were going to say that Alcaraz is going to win that in straights, but I just had a feeling that something like that was likely. So I had a gut feeling for real. And yeah, that's cool. So is that? That's the 17th title of Alcaraz's career. Wikipedia's already has that updated. 17-5 for Carlos. Anthony, the Nostradamus of quality shot. Yeah. Is Katie your GF, or is that Alex De Minaur's girlfriend? That's Alex De Minaur's girlfriend. Wow, Anthony, the Nostradamus. We bow down to your greatness, Anthony. All right. Yeah, there you go. All right. So I'm going to now predict I'm going to tell you who's going to win the slams. So basically, MINAUR is going to win the French. Shapovalov is going to win Wimbledon. And Daniel Altmaier is going to win the U.S. Open. You heard it here first. What can I say? I know the future. Oh, actually, not Altmaier. Altmaier is going to lose in the final to Benoit Paire. So shout out to Benoit Paire. Calendar slam next year. All right. Thanks, Gerald. Appreciate you guys. All right. It was 6-4, 3-6, 6-2. I'm going to head out. I got to head out. I got work to do. I'll be back soon for more streams. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Check out New Tennis Era podcast tomorrow. I'm sure I'll talk about this match and also probably the Dallas final and other stuff. And there's going to be more stuff coming. I appreciate you guys. Thanks, guys. I'm going to clip that for sure of me predicting the score. And then I'll probably hope to do more clips from the streams. I think that'd be good for the channel in general. Hey, what's up, David? How's it going? Thanks, David, for joining in. No, now I want to stay on. David, come back to the channel, my guy. I gotta go. Text me though. I want to know what's up, what's been happening in your life and stuff. It'd be good to chat and catch up. Anyway, okay, so cool. All right, talk to you guys later. Appreciate you guys, and yeah, Alcaraz wins his first indoor hardcore title. And watch out for him coming into the Sunshine Double. See you guys at the next one.